everyone, and welcome to another episode of To the Other Side. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about False Do She Be, written by William Congreve.
Yeah, first of all, we're going to talk about some facts about the William Congreve's life, and then we're going to see the poem.
So, first of all, we have a few facts about his life. First of all, he was a poet and a playwright, specifically in the Restoration period. He was also known for his satirical dialogues and his influence in the comedy of that period. And this historical period was very characterized by the fact that female characters were being played by actual women instead of just males dressing up as women. Very attractive. Um, and well, finally, he never married, he never had children, and he was actually involved in a carriage accident from which he never recovered and finally died in 1729.
What a dramatic life.
Indeed.
Okay, so here we have a quote from The Way of the World, a William Congreve's playwright, and it says, "Say what you will, 'tis better to be left than never to have been loved." And keep this in mind because it is going to be important for the analysis of this poem.
So here we have a picture, we could say, of a woman whose face is half covered by a veil. But if we look at her hand, she's actually holding a mask. So let's keep this image in mind because it will be useful for the interpretation of the poem.
So here's the poem, and it says, "False though she be to me in love, I'll ne'er pursue revenge. For still the charmer I approve, though I deplore her change. In hours of bliss we oft have met, they could not always last. And though the present I regret, I'm grateful for the past."
Okay, so in the poem we found different elements and probably like themes. And the first one that we want to discuss is fading love. We have a male speaker who is referring to a very close woman. And he says that she's not the same as she used to be anymore. She seems to be hiding something, which once again it's sort of like a reference to the image that we showed before. It could be either the veil or the mask, maybe both. But we also think that sometimes when you hide something, you are not necessarily a bad person, and it's not just because you want to hurt someone. Sometimes it's just that you want to protect yourself, or there are things that are not fated to last forever as well.
Also, love, we know that love is one of the most wonderful things in life. But when we are left or someone leaves our life, someone that we love, it is the most hurtful thing in the world. I mean, nothing compares to that. Nothing compares to the good side of love, and nothing compares to the hurtful side of love. So this is also a topic that we see on the poem, and it can be reflected in the last two lines of the second stanza.
Well, another thing that we would like to point at is that in life you need to experience both sides, not only happiness but also sadness, because if you only experience one of the two, you wouldn't be able to appreciate whenever you have some specific experiences. And it doesn't mean that you have to suffer a lot or that you have to be extremely happy, but it helps you grow as a person. You mature, you understand different sides of life, and we think that's a very important part as humans.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this poem is about. I mean, it is how a moment in the present time can be exciting, can be lovable, enjoyable, and peaceful. I mean, you can really enjoy this present moment, but when it is over, um, and it will be, I mean, not all things are permanent, not all things are last forever. All we can do is thank for the good time we had, accept the changes that are coming, and finally move on. I mean, we cannot be get stuck in the past and live in it. So that's all we can do.
This was our short analysis of this episode's poem. So we would like you to, you know, give us your opinion as well. If you have any other questions or concerns, you can always reach back to us. And yeah, just remember not to subscribe. Do not share this video. Actually, don't watch it again. And thank you.
And see you.
Or maybe not. Bye.
Bye.